live, but I'm going to do this live. Your crypto picks based on price action is unwise. And I continue to tell people this. And I continue to see the same mistakes year after year, day after day, month after month. And I wish there was a pill I could slip to people that they could take and they could get out the matrix which they are in, because you are in a matrix, and that matrix is of not only your own doing, but the influences around you. But let me get to the point of my conversation. First, I receive messages from all over the world, and I appreciate people who are engaged. I appreciate people who are here for their own learning in crypto. I think it's a wonderful thing that you take the time to learn about something you've invested your hard-earned money. Now, there's different types of mindsets when it comes to crypto trading, but let me tell you the mindset that is the one that's the most destructive. This is the gambler's mindset. The gambler's mindset is what is prevalent in the crypto sphere. This mindset of the gambler doesn't take time to understand anything about the technologies that you have pushed your money into. You are going off of thumbnails. You're going off of hype. You're going off of how you feel today and your expectations that have no basis in actual reality. The gambler's mindset is the new crypto trading, investing mindset. It's not really new. It's been out for a long time. People believe that if you discuss a cryptocurrency, that the only direction it should go is up. If you look at YouTube, for example, and you see a cryptocurrency, the only direction that cryptocurrency go is up. I just don't understand it. The problem with that is the effect. I can talk about the cause being the algorithm itself, YouTube and other platforms that push your attention span. If someone says something very negative, then you get higher views. If someone says something, that means the middle ground of neutrality itself is not good for the algorithm. Means that your videos don't get viewed, means that people don't watch what you talk about. Therefore, the information you get to, you know for a fact, is information that is specifically pushed at you for the purposes of attention. And that doesn't mean it's good information. Making it entertaining and also being good are two different things. I receive a message every day. Someone will look at the charts and they're like, this project is 85% down. This project is 30% down. I don't care. When you came to the platform, someone should have told you that the platform is not based off of my recommendations. The platform is not based off of what I am confirmed is going to happen. I don't give you my personal feelings about anything. I provide for you data that you can use to better understand the technology. That's it. 90% of all blockchain technologies will go to zero. Just like we know that in a business, within the first 5 years, that most businesses, not even in the technology sphere, will go to zero. They'll close. You can't beat the statistics. If you happen to be lucky enough that you learn about something in a technology that you feel is going to be used, has a use case, and you happen to be lucky enough to find individuals who can give you information about that technology, that's where the relationship ends. That's it. Do not infer that any cryptocurrency is valuable based on that price, or valuable based on the excitement of the person providing you the information. Every time you do that, you are explaining to the world that you refuse to hear the truth. You only want to hear what's beneficial to you. I have plenty of people on my platform, and some people prescribe to that mentality. Now, others choose a different route. Here's another route you could choose. How about you do this? How about you take the information you receive from my platform and notice and pay attention that I don't provide price action on my content, on the research I provide you. I give you everything else but price action on purpose because I don't want to build subscribers who are in the matrix, who refuse to take the red pill, who only listen to and hear people who says the things that they want to hear. It's the most biased thing. Then it doesn't go the way that you feel that it should go. So then you're upset because your token price is down. Your entry is whatever your entry is. No one can control that. No one can make you buy, sell, no trading advice. You have to make a decision and no one can teach you good judgment. I know about me, but I know other content creators that I've talked to, other people who do research. A lot of us are fed up, honestly. We're fed up with individuals who come to a platform who refuse to pay for financial advice from a person who can give financial advice, who refuse to do research on their own, who refuse to learn anything other than the positive. Anything negative is FUD, anything positive is good. If it goes to zero, then that means there's something wrong. It's a scam, it's a shield. If it goes up, then they're happy. That mentality is just absolutely nonsensical. Nonsensical. If it applies to you, as I was told by a family member growing up, if you're in the church and someone says something to you and you feel hurt by it and the shoe fits, wear it. It's going to land where it lands. I want you to empower yourselves, to be truthful with yourselves. Are you a crypto investor? Are you a crypto gambler? Or are you a crypto hodler who hopes to make an opportunity later? If you are a crypto investor, that means every day or every other day you have seed money you've taken out and you exploit and utilize the volatility of the market, and you get in and out of trades. You got 3 screens up. You're looking at different places in which you see arbitrage. You're looking at trading view. You're doing everything possible to take your money and go up 10% to 14% on a daily basis. You're reading charts. You're doing all this stuff. If that is you, then the platform that I have is not applicable because I'm a research-based platform. I do not give daily calls on any information. That is not my platform. You're in the wrong place. You got to go to people who are doing the thing that you want to see. You got to go to the platforms who are giving you the type of information that's applicable to who you are as a trader. I am not that person. Now, here's the thing. If you are a crypto gambler, I am not that person. Crypto gamblers don't care anything about the research. They don't care anything about the price action. All they believe is they put a little bit of money in something, it goes up, and they win. There is no logic to gambling. It's random chance. And if that is who you are, then you got to get off of this platform. You got to go to a platform that appeases you. You got to go to people that are applicable to your style of trading, because you're not really trading, you're gambling. And you'll continue to come back to my platform and you'll be frustrated. You'll be frustrated because you have a project and it goes down. And that project goes from $1 to 50 cents to 30 cents to 10 cents. And then you're going to say the thing that I hear over and over and over and over and over again. You're going to say, my profits have been lost. I've lost all my money. Underdog, what do I do? And I'm going to look back at you in a comment and I'm going to reply the same thing I've replied for 860,000 views, 5 years, and 365 days each year. If you sell at a loss, you lost. If you sell when you make more than what you bought it for, you win. But I can't tell you one time when to sell and when not to sell. I will not do it. I cannot do it. Please stop. If you don't believe in the technology that you are invested in, then don't invest. It's the simplest thing I can tell anybody. Stop putting your money into things you don't believe in. Who does that? In regular life, do you go to the store and buy apricots that you don't want just to throw it away and let them sit and rot? No, you don't. Do you go to a car dealership and you put money on a down payment on a car that you know you'll lose in 30 days unless you can put down more money, and then you don't buy the car, so you waste your money? Why would you go to CoinMarketCap, look up projects, Coinbase, Kraken, take money from your bank account that you worked hard for? Don't listen to anything that anybody says. Look at a price action on that random day, see that people are talking about it, and then say, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my money onto this thing. I don't know nothing about it. And I just heard that someone did a video about it. And then it goes down in price, and then you say, oh my God, I'm going to lose all my money. Don't do it. You got to break the cycle. Somebody needs to tell you to your face, it's you who are the problem. Now, I know that's not what a lot of people want to hear. I understand that people may not watch a video like this because you don't want to hear that. But if no one tells you this whole cushy, need to be nice and say it a certain way, you're going to continue to lose your money. So let me help you out. My platform is to provide you information about a technology you don't know about. If you're using my platform for any other reason, do not watch my platform. If you're using my platform for any other reason, do not watch my platform. Find many people out there who will tell you exactly what you want to hear. I could do that too. I don't want to. I don't get any financial benefit from this, whatever this is. You know, if it can't be YouTube, you could have, I think in the history of YouTube, I may have made $1,600 in 5 years. If you got any type of job that you're making $1,600 in 5 years, you probably need another job. YouTube doesn't pay enough money for this. I can't tell you how to make good judgment. The only thing I can tell you is to use the tools you're provided in a way that puts you in a position to win. It doesn't matter what I like. It matters on what you do with this. So, I want you to take responsibility for your own actions. And I want you to take responsibility for your own wealth gaining. I want you to take responsibility for your own knowledge. And that's what's going to make people click off this video, because no one wants to take responsibility. Everyone wants to blame someone else. It's so silly. I'm going to give you a few examples. Tonight, I'm going to go live for those who want to watch me go live again. I'm going to go live with some details. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to go live with comments that are made on my platform because they're public comments so other people can see them. I want you to see these comments because sometimes when you see the comments, you'll understand where I'm coming from. If you invest in a recent project, ZK Sync, I'm going to use an example. Do not go and buy it because of the fact I'm talking about it. Just hear me out. ZK Sync was sitting at 3 cents. ZK Sync, there's a market crash. Over $120 billion was taken from the market. That means ZK Sync went from 3 cents to below 3 cents. If you never heard of ZK Sync, it's been out since 2017. Now, since that time frame, it's 2025. I'm not the first person to talk about ZK Sync. I won't be the last person. I didn't say that ZK Sync is going to make you millionaires. I'm giving you information about it. Now, what happened with this one project? If you entered the market, if you decided to buy it at the first time you heard me say it in 2025, then that means that you bought it around 3 cents. It went down during the crash. Some people watched that video that I provided and they became aware of ZK Sync when ZK Sync was down to like 2 something cents. Then what happened? I've been talking about ZK Sync for 5 months almost. And I didn't even talk about it directly. It's a part of my series where I'm telling people about zero knowledge technologies. ZK Sync would just happen to be a technology that was utilized by the industry that I'm talking about. Not a promotion for it, just to tell you about it. So some people got into ZK Sync when I first talked about it because that's the first time they heard about it. Like, hey, I like this, sounds good, I'm gonna get into it. That's their prerogative. They got into it. That means their money went down. And then those same people who were down, fast forward 5 months later, Vitalik Buterin, the same person over a co-founder of Ethereum, who I told people about 5 months ago, invest in it, he said it again. And what happened? It went up. It 2.5x'd. So some people who went down ended up not only making a profit, they got 120% profit. Some people got even more because they got in earlier. So you tell me, does that mean ZK Sync is a good project or bad project? It's perspective. If you look at it from the minds of a trader, an actual trader, not what me and you are, but an actual daily trader, it's a horrible investment. Why? Because it took someone months to make an investment on the money they put in there because they're traders. They trade daily. I'm not a day trader. And most of my people who watch my platform are not day traders either. You don't have 3 screens up. You don't sit there and you look at price actions such as this went up 10% and this one has arbitrage. You can get this one for 1 cent on Kraken. You can get the same token for 1.5 cents on Coinbase. Let me trade and get it from Kraken and sell it on Coinbase. You're not doing that. So we got to be realistic. You are a crypto hodlers. So for a crypto hodler, this was ideal. They got into it. Their money went down and then it doubled. And after it doubled, that gave them an opportunity to win. And now that they have an opportunity to win, they made money and made profit. Now, this is the thing about making money and making profit. You have to decide if you are a hodler, if you're an investor, or are you that middle ground? Are you a gambler? If you're a gambler, a crypto gambler, you have no business watching this platform because I don't have anything for gamblers. I don't have anything for anybody other than individuals who are coming here to learn about a technology. Stop asking for free information. You get free information and then you complain about the free information because you made a trading decision. And you're like one of those people, if you think about it, like the little animals, the gazelles who are running from the predator, the lion, and the big brush. And the little gazelle gets down and the lion gets closer and closer. The lion smells the gazelle, but they don't know where it's at. And then the little baby gazelle gets nervous. So they take off running and then they get caught by the lion and get devoured. That's how you look to me in the market. Because if you look at the market, your price goes down from where you bought it. And then you sell out of panic. How's that any different? It's the same thing. Where most hodlers will wait until they are at a point where they can simply go into it and the money goes up. So we got to be realistic with our trading. We got to stop looking at these things from a standpoint of everything goes up. And if we do that, if we look at it from a place that everything doesn't go up, if we think about it from a place that things sometimes go down because that's natural, then we'll win more. Now I'm going to finish up because tonight I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk about this again and more in depth because I know I'm not the only person who has this type of thought process about this from a standpoint. Most time content creators ignore it, but I'm not going to ignore it. If you leave messages on my platform and your messages are my project went down 85%, the only reason to leave it on my platform if you're asking me about the technology, and I can give you as much information that I can disclose about the technology. I cannot tell you whether or not the technology is good or bad. If you're asking me my personal opinion about something, then ask. What is your personal opinion about it? And I'll provide you my personal opinion. But my personal opinion doesn't dictate the market. At some point, we're going to start thinking about this. At some point, we're going to start to really get ourselves in a position where we start thinking about what we do. We give up our rights to celebrities based on the fact that they're popular and we envy them. And we do this all the time, at least in the United States. I'm not sure if it's like that where you're at. We put people on a pedestal who have money and we want to be like them. And so we do things sometimes that doesn't make sense to me logically, where I want you to simply be more logical. If you're not paying me and I can't be your fiduciary, I have no fiduciary responsibility to you, and you make wins and you're not providing those wins to me in any form, we don't have a relationship at all that's financially derived. And if we have no relationship financially derived and I don't have a fiduciary responsibility to you, and you created this relationship in your mind, you got to stop. Stop creating these relationships. I enjoy being in a position I'm in right now that I can provide you research about information. And I enjoy both comments of all types. But what I do not enjoy is trying to explain economics to individuals who refuse to see that. If this is not applicable to you, then don't worry about this message. But for those who it's applicable to, if you are in my platform and you're watching my channel and you about to start and leave a comment, and your comment consists of how you had a project and it went down and you want to have an answer why, then my answer to you is supply and demand. My answer to you is watch the Third Eye investing platform who teaches you how to trade, because I don't have any answers for you other than that. We are not in a market where it's fair. These same companies are not run by us. We're not behind the closed doors. We're not making the deals. We don't get any financial benefit. So if YouTube is the thing that you believe brings together, it's just because I'm accessible, because you have the ability to comment. You should direct those questions to the projects that you put your money in. And if you feel there's some wrongdoing, contact them. Doesn't that make more sense? If somebody robbed a bank, they wouldn't go and interview some random person who banks at the same bank that was robbed. They would go to the place and go to the people who robbed them. Why do you go into the content creators? It makes no sense to me. If someone has in their content hype-based material, not based on research, then that is what you should use when you're looking at your evaluation. But if their content is not based off of that, if their content is based off of hype, then go back to the people who have hyped and who use price action in their evaluation and say, hey, I have a curious question. I bought this based on the price. The price went down. Can you explain why the price went down? But it wouldn't be applicable to ask me that question. The same way that if you're telling me that you've gotten benefits from my platform, the price went up and you made money, my first question to you is, did you give me some of that money? Because if you didn't drop me off any of that money, it doesn't affect me. You making money doesn't make me make money. You losing money doesn't make me make money. So you might not be applicable for you to add into this a conversation about price action to me, because your question is not applicable to my platform. You start to get in this place that is really not appropriate. So please, that was my rant. I'm going to turn to you now for those who might still be here. Appreciate you coming. This is just a random live stream. I got some comments and it's been getting comments for years, but someone keeps, different people ask me about price action, and I just don't understand. You're asking the one person who doesn't use price action in my evaluation about price action, and you don't and you bought something that you didn't believe in. Don't buy things you don't believe in, you personally. And don't get mad because someone's talking about a project. When you win, you don't provide me the income. So if you don't feel that you're winning, you feel like you're losing, then that's also not my fault. I need you to take responsibility for your own actions. We are not financial advisors. We're literally giving you content that you can research. Phantom Beat, what's going on, man? I'm going to get out of here. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. A member, number one. I got El Amato. You're the best. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming to check out the platform. And for those who else have checked in, I appreciate you all. Folks, I'm going to get off here for right now, unless anybody jumps on here. Tonight, I'll be going back live to talk to you. If you're interested to hearing more about this conversation, go ahead and check in with me. Until next time, this has been the Underdog Research Channel. Oh, I see you, ABCDF. Before I salute, good to see you, brother, sister. You could be brother, sister. I don't know. I can't see no faces. I just see an icon. But no, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you taking the time to come and check in with me. Again, folks, what is the premise of this whole conversation? I'm a research channel. I provide information about blockchain technologies to help you better understand it. I am not an investing channel. You choose to invest with the information you receive. That is your personal choice. I don't get any benefit when you win, and I don't get any benefit when you lose. I want you to better understand the technologies. That's it. I cannot answer questions about price action unless you want to hear about economics. And if you want to hear about economics, there's a supply, there's a demand. And when people buy, some people sell. And some people win, and some people lose. That's how markets work. There's going to be things happening behind closed doors that I can't tell you about because I'm not in those companies. And so what I provide you is the best open source information I can provide you that can help you better see your technology. Other than that, it's all on you, folks. I can't teach you how to have good judgment. All right, folks, I'm getting out of here. I'll see you tonight. Take care.